XP. He's always just rotated, even giving up his wave entirely to get in and to help in the neutral objective take. So we'll see. Are they going to go for the same route in game number 3 as we are going to jump into the Land of Dawn? Match point for the Simpsons. They need one game right here to secure the victory to move on over to meet up against Ackerman later on.
Ooh, I'm getting chills, Mirko. I'm getting chills. Definitely excited to see how this plays out now. Like you said, Bocarrasco on this Lunox could be something clutch, not only because of the possibilities to win out in lane early on, but Cho, not going to be an easy target for him, right? And he's already going to have a little, hold on. This is Jungle Cho. Hold on a second. I just looked over. I see the retribution. That is flavor right there. We wanted it. We got it. But BloodHounds knows that with this Ballman, they're going to have an advantage. And with the Ruby, and they're just going to come in and start invading already.
Oh, but Fallen is actually able to secure the purple buff here, and easy peasy might actually be caught. Baka trying to deal the damage, easy peasy trying to run away. Able to get out for now, but that's gonna be Jikundo knocking Sushi up. Nate trying to deal the damage again to take him down. He still has the flicker, but I don't think it's gonna be worth it there. First blood picked up. Cold World picking up that kill up top, going for another onto Dim Sum, and he actually wins out in this trade. Gold Laner picking up a kill versus the mid lane Lunox. Who do you think it's worth for?
I mean, both of them need some items, right? Both of them need some items. I think in the long haul, though, if we creep very late, that Cold World needs that, right? He's going up against some. You got some bulk on the side of BloodHounds. Taking a look at the predictions, though, 79% for the Simpsons right now. I know there's a lot of fans out there. Can the Simpsons pull this game off? Because I really like I've been iffy about their composition so far, but this time BloodHounds, I'm liking it.
Same. I really like how they're able to actually draft around this right here with the Bauman first pick and the Beatrix, but here you go. Another contest, easy peasy, picking up with the lethal counter retribution. Cho gonna go in for that way the dragon to disengage, but look at this! It's gonna be the I'm Offended popped in by Nate, bringing the members over in. Baka dealing so much damage over towards Damien, forcing him back, and this is going to be another invasion. Fallen still has the retribution, can go for the steal. He is gonna be able to pick it up. So low, easy peasy. Looking for that last tick of damage. He was waiting for probably the retribution to come up there, but it was not up in time. A very good flicker from Cold World up top as we are going to move over. Wow, just action all across the board.
Yeah, action, but the thing is not a lot of deaths. Both teams have played it well. They've been able to disengage, they've been able to re-engage, they've been able to really walk a thin line in these first 3 minutes, put as much pressure as possible without dying or without losing out. Taking a look at the gold, BloodHounds hasn't gotten too far ahead. It's only about 600 right now, 700 right now. So Simpsons, as they do well in the past, they're still doing well again. They're just kind of staunching the bleeding. My real question, the thing that I just can't really wrap my mind around right now, this Jungle Cho. Mirko, I feel like maybe you're a bit more comfortable with it. Tell me about it, man.
It's really about that utility, right? And it is a different type of utility. For the Bauman, it's more that just securing your objectives and obviously the invades that you can bring to the table. But for this Cho, you're more of just that enabler in the team fights. You can go for picks, you soak in a whole lot of damage. You're practically just that. You're a roamer, but you play in the jungle, right? And they're looking for that collapse right here. Way the dragon popped in, and this is exactly what they're looking for, that enabling coming in. But it's not going to be enough to actually take easy peasy down. Baka so low, yet still able to get out. Meanwhile, down below, Promise using this to go for the turret gold. No, he actually just recalls, respecting the maneuverability and the mobility that Tempest has on the Esmeralda. Fallen though, still going for a bit more damage, trying to chunk them down, but I don't think BloodHounds can. I think it's just gonna be a free turtle with the lethal counter. Good I'm Offended as well there. Fallen goes over the way of the dragon, wrong way though. Kicked into BloodHounds, back in, enhanced sword popped in by Promise. Good clear. But again, it's just not enough from the Simpsons. The trades are going over to BloodHounds again.
Yeah, I mean, so I think Simpsons a little too trigger happy right now, you know? I think we're seeing that they can possibly win out in some of these team fights, but they just don't have the damage yet, right? Like, Fallen's made some nice plays. Now Promise going down on the bot side as well. Looking very rough for the Simpsons right now. Brilliance coming out.
And it's just, yeah, again, not looking good for the Simpsons, right? Here, there's a very good collapse play there from Baka, forcing 2 flickers out from Damien, actually flickering out with the guiding wind. It was not 2 flickers, 1 flicker, but with the guiding wind, he's able to bring another friend. Another good resource burnt out, though, and BloodHounds, they're utilizing this, converting onto every objective they can get their hands on. The turtle, the bottom side turret, and we have to talk a little bit about this XP lane, right? Tempest has just so much more room to play up against the Julian and the XP lane. That's why I thought it was going to be a Cho. The Julian can't really clear the waves as fast as the Esmeralda. You can't cut the waves as fast as well, so that just creates so much problems for the rest of the team to deal with as they rotate across the map.
I think that swap right there, I think the Julian could have done decently in the jungle, right? You can get the knock up on the Ballmond here and there when he's got the spin, but wait a second, a nice pick onto Bocarasco. They do get the kill. Cold World picks that one up, so are finding some answers here and there. I think the Simpsons just need a bit more time. The BloodHounds does not want to let that happen.
Yeah, good falling star moon there by Tempest, but also just very good maneuverability from the Simpsons as well. Honestly, this is the trend that we've been seeing from BloodHounds, right? In Game 2 and now in Game 3. They have the lead, but they're not able to actually transition that lead, the early lead that they have, into the mid-game properly. And right now, you're seeing bits of that. They're playing a little bit too aggressive, overextending, and they're going to go for this turtle once again. Lethal counter and the red tree. Not enough, fallen 2 levels below. Somehow still able to find that steal. Insane play by Fallen as Cold World goes in for the flank now, as that's going to be the enhanced chain connecting onto 2 members, and it's a disaster from the BloodHounds. A good I'm Offended connecting onto a whole lot of members, but the rest of the members from BloodHounds were not ready to follow it up. How did Fallen get that steal?
He clicked the retribution button. He walked up and he clicked the retribution. I mean, I don't know, man. I think it might a slight misplay by Easy Peasy, because yes, that should be a guaranteed at this point, but maybe a little bit of pressure there. Simpsons were kind of bringing it in. Maybe Easy Peasy miscalculated a bit, and Fallen was just able to do it. I don't think there was a big knock-up or anything like that. He was just able to kind of take it from them. So those are the small cracks, right? Those are the transitions, the small problems that you were talking about that we see from BloodHounds here and there. If they want to continue in this, they need to keep it tight. They need to not make any small mistakes, because the Simpsons are gonna capitalize. And there's another one. Cold World picking it up. 4-1 right now, finding a nice mid game.
Oh my god, Cold World so clean with the flicker. He's able to get out from the lethal counter. Granted, Fallen was there to actually help him out, but he dodged away from it. That was just clean mechanics from Cold World, the man that I mentioned to put your eyes on before the game. And again, I guess it's just the caster curse, right, Trex? Right as you mentioned it, they can't make those mistakes anymore. They do it, and here again, that I'm Offended from Nate is going to be able to actually force the flicker out from Baka. Bottom side tier 2, taken down by Cold World, who's again just popping off, and there's gonna be another 1v1 Baka though. Oh, that was just sad. That was unfortunate. He used the Chaos Assault, but he hit the wall.
That is rough. I mean, that's like a millimeter, you know, that's like you go for it, you think you're at the right part, and you just missed it, decides to walk away in a little bit of a walk of shame there. Now, I don't want to pull away from this because it's not just BloodHounds making a little mistake here, it's plays like that. Cold World saving that second skill dash to be able to get away, but hold on, more damage.
Whoa, what the heck is that damage, man? The Beer's Passion comes in, but the I'm Offended from Nate, once again, brilliant ultimate steal with the IMU. This is just going to be a slaughter in the team fight. Promise, hunting is sprayed down with the enhanced chain, Easy Peasy taken out. It's a wipeout for the Simpsons, who are able to come back from a gold deficit, from an XP deficit once again in game number 3. It's deja vu all over again.
That is rough. That is rough. And it's those, you know, we keep saying it's BloodHound mistakes, but I got a feeling it might just be the Simpsons making the plays happen. The steal with that I'm Offended there from Nate, finding the right ultimate at the right time and using it so well. Back and forth, the Simpsons are just making these plays work. Even with a composition that I was a little iffy about, they are just dominating now as we creep through the mid game.
Yeah, you can see, right? Fallen, he's just so annoying here, and even Promise. Now, it's literally deja vu. Promise on the Masha was losing in the laning phase, but he came back in the mid stage of the game. Right here on the Julian, same story. As they're looking to collapse in the mid lane, Damien gonna be hooked, and I'm offended with the enhanced chain, connects onto 4 members. Fallen gonna go for the way of the dragon, able to connect onto easy peasy, but 2 members are actually taken down from the Simpsons. Flashy plays from the Simpsons, but very efficient from BloodHounds. They're able to keep their composure even with that crazy enhanced chain getting 4.
Yeah, BloodHounds do a decent job at defending those sieges, right? We saw it last game. They were really, I mean, with no inhibitors, they defended a Lord, right? With barely anything, they're really good when it comes to those tight spots. So can they keep that up? Can they do something, get Bokarosco online? I think what I want to see from them is a bit more like ambushy play, a bit more kind of like what we saw from Promise last game, what we see from Cold World here and there, and what we see from Promise. They need to maybe wait a little bit more. Instead of always jumping into these team fights, prolong it and wait for that right moment to get that big I'm offended, to get those big plays to happen, so they can use all of these possible combos that they have in their lineup and actually make them work together.
Yeah, and again, right, it just shows. Just now, I think Shushi was actually going for the I'm offended onto Nate, but because Nate has that Terrify, he's able to get out. Damien actually taking the half HP. A good I'm offended from Nate as well. Right now, he's going to be taken out. But look, right here, collapse coming in from the rest of the Simpsons. Dim Sum, very good flicker just now. Able to get out from the damage, out of harm's way. And that's just a solid trade from BloodHounds. They pick up one. 4-1. It's the mid laner traded in for the XP laner. I do believe it's still worth it in the end because Dim Sum was the one who got that kill.
Yeah, but can they? I mean, but Cold World picks that one up on the top side. Hold on, though. More action.
Oh man, they just don't stop. Easy peasy, able to actually sustain from that engagement. The way the dragon and the damage was just not enough yet to take them down. They usually need the follow-up CC from Nate to actually take these kills onto their hands. 7 seconds for the Lord though, enhanced this time. What do you think BloodHounds needs to do?
I mean, at this point, they're down to the inhibitors. I think they definitely need to go for it. But after this, I don't think they can, Mirko. That is rough.
Yeah.
Whole world, man. I mean, this is game 1. He carried it. Game 3, looking at him, 7-1-5. And he is playing this carry to a T, able to really get in there. Even against the dive competition that the BloodHounds have, he's just able to come in and dance around once again and make things happen.
Promise as well though, getting a whole lot of HP from the enhanced sword. Will be taken down. A good kill over to Baka, getting a little bit more gold to play with here. But I agree with you, it's looking grim for BloodHounds right now. Damien though needs to be careful on where he's opening up the map with a disadvantage in terms of his teammates here. We'll see. The Simpsons though, with the enhanced lord, they're going to be able to actually time it with Promise's respawn. 14 seconds, not too long. Pretty good mobility as well, so as long as they actually play it really slow, they can go for the 5-man push together. But easy peasy, they're gonna look for something. Baka gets chunked solo. Nate has the Chaos Assault, jumps in. Baka able to get out as well, but look at who's here. Cold World coming in with the flank on a carry. What the heck? Picking up a double kill here for himself. A 1-for-2 trade, and both of the carries for BloodHounds taken out. That's the high ground that they needed, and the Simpsons, they might have found the opening to look for the end right here. Shushi still able to disengage, stopping the momentum. Falling Star Moon unable to connect onto the other members. Enhanced Chain though finally connecting onto Easy Peasy, who has the Athenas. Not going to be a whole lot of kill pressure from the side of the Simpsons. Good I'm offended coming in. Promise with the Enhanced Chain once again. Easy taken low, still able to disengage. A good defense once again from the BloodHounds, despite having both of their carries taken out.
Yeah, I mean, they were able to pull that off, right? And after, I mean, I think it was a great Cold World. Yes, he goes down for that, but you saw him. He jumped in. He's like, I'm going to hit my speedy light wheel, stand still, and just take down as many as I can. And it worked out. They did get an inhibitor there. They take that middle inhibitor down to about 75%, but wait a second. Promise in a bit of trouble. Gets taken out from Dinsun. Simpsons trying to respond.
Okay, a good Wave the Dragon there, brought in by the Circling Eagle. No, actually just the Guiding Wind. That was enough to actually gap close. Baka though, caught, and that's the Circling Eagle, pinning him down. Double kill this time. They lose their XP laner for 2 members. And this is another opening for the Simpsons to go for a siege, but I don't know about this one. We're going to have to see how Dim Sum plays it. He has the Bennett, proper weapons to go for the defense now with the top side pushing in. You're going to have to be very, very careful. I'm offended connecting right there as Cold World is still able to be able to sustain back up with the way the Dragon connecting is just free hits from Cold World. Dim Sum, can heal deal the damage towards 4 members? That's the big question right now, as they are going to look for that bottom side first, taking it slow, discipline route from the Simpsons. BloodHounds getting their members back up, easy peasy back up. Cold World needs to be careful, but look at the damage output coming from him, and the sustainability, the backup, the collapse coming together. Cold World getting out from the Chaos Assault, from the Beerus Passion. A good Brilliance popped in by Nate as well. And this is just chained so well, timed so well to go for the next Lord.
Yeah, and they're Simpsons are cool with it, man. They're not trying to rush things. They take a tower, they move back, they get the next Lord, they take the next inhibitor, they move back. They're not trying to over push it. Yes, they stayed for a little bit, but they did what they needed to, as you said, to be prepared for this next Lord. It's already up. We're 16 minutes in, and I think this is the do or die moment for BloodHounds. Easy peasy has to make this Lord count.
And honestly, I don't think the Simpsons are actually going to go for the Lord take, right? They're just trying to bait BloodHounds into the Lord pit here. Oh no, I'm offended popped in very early. Falling going to go in for the collapse onto our Sushi though. Back lines, Cold World dealing out a whole lot of damage to Easy Peasy. Brilliance popped in by Baka. Disengagements coming in from BloodHounds. The Simpsons need to be careful as well. That's a render shot coming in. Only Damien, good body block. Meanwhile, Cold World, again out of nowhere. He just goes in for the base. Easy peasy, can't clear it. He goes for another hit. It does not matter. Cold World, every single time, the X Factor for the Simpsons.
Oh my god, what a finish. This is the second one of these we've seen so far in the top 8, but Cold World, the way he did